They bring color and class to the catwalk, introducing new styles and trends. The elegant Kate Blanchett, the striking Lily Cole, the breathtaking Charlize Theron, fairy tale princess Natalia Vodianova, and Tandy Newton, one of the most stunning fashion darlings. As one of Hollywood's leading ladies, Kate Blanchett is living the life of glamour, having blossomed into a style icon and one of Hollywood's fashion darlings. The Australian actress over the last decade has turned into one of the beauties of the silver screen, having won a multitude of awards for her varied roles. And no matter what her role, whether playing Queen Elizabeth I from the 1500s, an elf queen in The Lord of the Rings, or even portraying iconic singer-songwriter Bob Dylan, she looks radiant. Her styles over the years have been amazing, and she's produced some of the most stunning red carpet looks in recent years. Whether she's in a couture gown, basic everyday clothing, or a more masculine outfit, she still gives everything she wears her unique feminine touch. Blanchett has many red carpet designers all vying for that special occasion where she'll be seen at film premieres and award nights looking as graceful and elegant as ever. And one of her favourites is Italian designer Armani. At the Screen Actors Guild Awards in 2007, she looked like the true Hollywood star in a liquid bronze beaded Armani gown and crystal-studded heels by Armani Privé. She also chose to wear a shimmering figure-hugging sequined silver Armani Privé gown to the Academy Awards in 2007. Although the nominated actress didn't walk away with the prestigious award, she did, however, win over fashion critics. Her collaborations with Armani over the years have been spectacular. Her green and black gown with plunging neckline was certainly fit for a queen at the premiere of Elizabeth the Golden Age, and her pale complexion mixed with a pale ruffled Armani Privé dress at Cannes 2008 definitely pleased fashion lovers. And it's hard to believe that only a month prior to wearing this gown, she gave birth to her third son. Showing that she's a devoted Armani fan, she can often be seen looking on admiringly from her front row seat, watching the Italian designer's latest creations hit the runway. However, it was back in the late 1990s that she became a style icon, making one of the most memorable red carpet appearances at the Academy Awards in 1999. She wore a design by John Galliano for Dior, which featured a design of flowers, vines and hummingbirds on a violet gown. This dress was even dubbed by a fashion magazine as the most fantastic Oscar dress ever. And since then, the Australian actress and style queen has not stopped impressing us. She has worn a mixture of designs from an assortment of designers, such as the sculptured Alexander McQueen and a floor-length gown by Zac Posen. She looked magnificent in a turquoise silk one-shouldered caftan by Missoni, and even appeared flawless with a pregnant belly in early 2008 when she wore a plum Dries Van Noten maternity gown. Whether it's Ralph Lauren, Valentino or Yves Saint Laurent, Blanchett hits the right note every time, even if going for something a little more edgy. She exudes class and sophistication, wearing clothing designs that suit her shape and tastes. She's already proved she's a brilliant actress, being able to transform herself into any character, but Kate Blanchett has also proved she knows how to dress. She is a fashion chameleon who can pull off any style while always looking graceful. She is truly an icon in the worlds of film and fashion. the distinctive features and brilliant red hair have turned English model Lily Cole into one of the hottest fashion darlings on the fashion scene. Born in the late 1980s, Cole's career has gone from strength to strength and launched this young model to stardom. It began when she was spotted by Benjamin Hart, a scout turned actor, who approached her regarding modeling. Initially, she showed no interest, but eventually changed her mind, only to be signed up with Storm Models, a leading British agency whose clientele includes some of the biggest models from around the world. In 2003, she hit the big time after catching the attention of a popular American photographer who achieved success with his work in US and Italian Vogue. She became one of the new faces in the fashion field that everybody wanted to work with. She is now featured in many of the top fashion magazines from around the world and appeared in advertising campaigns for many well-known designers. By 2004, she was named the Model of the Year at the British Fashion Awards. She is a regular on the catwalks for some of the most iconic designers such as Jasper Conran, Ben DeLisi, Robert Carey Williams and Julian MacDonald, one of the UK's leading designers. She was on hand for the revival of the legendary 60s label Bieber, appearing on the catwalk of the brand that helped define the swinging 60s, assisting to bring them back to life with a more luxurious line for the 21st century. She has also modelled for Dior and appeared in a number of Christian Lacroix shows, wearing finale wedding gowns and taking a bow alongside the acclaimed designer. Renowned designer Karl Lagerfeld featured Cole in his Coco Chanel 2006 Spring and Summer Haute Couture collection, and she has also been among the well-known faces that have attended fashion shows as a guest. However, all this aside, Cole is not just an icon on the catwalk, she has also become a style icon off the runway. With her doll-like features, red hair and pale complexion, she looks stunning in just about anything she wears. To prove it, she amazed crowds on the red carpet at the V&A Golden Age of Couture Gala in 2007 with the dark green feathered mini dress by Prada. Her unique look is admired by many and has turned her into not just an in-demand model, but also a newly created budding actress. Her film career kicked off in the mid-2000s when she was announced to star in goth rocker Marilyn Manson's film about the life of author Lewis Carroll, whose most famous piece of writing includes Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. She has since had roles in a number of films with big-name Hollywood actors, and in some of her most recent roles, she was even praised with making the geeky look chic and attractive. She is a model-turned-actress who has gained a lot of attention for her funky way of dressing, porcelain skin and distinct facial features. But will Lily Cole remain on the catwalk or choose to be seen on the big screen? Either way, I don't think it really matters. She's already a style icon whose career has just begun. South African-born actress Charlize Theron is not just one of the hottest celebrities out there, she's also idolized for her fashion sense, making her one of our fashion darlings. Theron hit the big time in the late 1990s, becoming one of the hottest young stars in Hollywood, appearing in film after film, eventually to receive the Best Actress Oscar for her role in the film based on true events, Monster. She was flawless in her Oscar-winning gown, a figure-hugging beaded Gucci masterpiece that showed off her figure after she slimmed back down, matched with an elegant 20s bobbed waved hairstyle. However, before her acting career and portrayal of a serial killer in Monster, where she dramatically transformed her body and image for the role, she was already on the fashion scene as one of the sexiest and well-paid models, appearing on the cover of magazines and strutting the catwalks all around the world. But since breaking into acting, she's been noticed by everyone, and not just for her acting, but for her amazing styles that we've seen on red carpets at film premieres and award shows. Whether it's more a casual and laid-back event or one of the biggest parties in Hollywood, she always looks the part, making best dress lists time and time again, very rarely making a fashion faux pas. In recent years, she's stunned onlookers around the world when promoting her films, attending premieres and presses. When promoting Hancock, she appeared in countless outfits, ranging from a stunning black high-slitted ensemble to a stunning short black dress to a gorgeous white strapless John Galliano for Dior gown. Dior seems to be one of Theron's preferred designers, as she also attended the premiere of Battle in Seattle in a one-shouldered red Dior dress. Also in tow was partner and director of the film, Stuart Townsend, who most times appears as her hunky accessory. She's won many awards for her acting, but she's also been voted as one of the sexiest women alive, and it's pretty easy to see why. It's not just the outfits and gowns that she wears, it's also how she wears them. Whether attending fashion shows for Christian Dior by John Galliano or the Academy Awards, she always has that movie star look and perfect complexion, even when clad in an oversized black Dior gown fashioned with an enormous flouncy shoulder bow. Her relationship with Dior has continued in recent years, appearing in a pale yellow frilly Dior gown, complemented by her wavy hair at the Golden Globes, while also choosing a pale blue Christian Dior gown covered in ruffles of tulle for the 2005 Academy Awards. Apart from long flowing gowns that make her look ridiculously gorgeous, she's also been known to appear in outfits a little more grungy and flirty, while adding strappy sandals to bright floral dresses just to change the image and mix things up a little. At the 2005 Emmys, she showed just how sexy she can be by wearing a short black Chanel dress. She paired this with a long necklace and earrings, giving the young Hollywood socialites a run for their money. Constantly gaining media attention, she has turned herself into not just a movie star, but a fashion icon. With her stylish sense of dressing, even away from the glitz and glamour of the Hollywood lifestyle, she oozes a natural beauty. Whether she's dressed for a casual outing or a red carpet event, Charlize Theron has an elegant style that will be followed by many for many more years to come. Fashion darling Natalia Vodianova hasn't always lived the fairy tale life. However, she is now one of the hottest models to be seen on the catwalks. A native of an industrial town a few hundred kilometers east of Moscow, Vodianova now epitomizes the rags to riches fairy tale to have become one of the most sought-after models, who has since also branched out into acting and philanthropic work. As a teenager, she sold fruit in a market to help her family and friends keep from poverty. However, she enrolled into a modeling academy where she was instructed to learn English if she wanted to succeed in the industry. After perfecting the language in only 3 months, she moved to the fashion capital of the world, Paris. Determined to make it as a model, she signed on with Viva Model Management. Vodianova's modeling career was up and running, although she still wasn't quite the big name she is today. Her career was temporarily put on hold when, at 19, she fell in love with the son of an English viscount, British real estate heir Justin Trevor Berkeley Portman. After giving birth to their first son and marrying her Prince Charming at the age of 20, her career went into overdrive. She walked the runway for Yves Saint Laurent, became the new face of Calvin Klein, and was one of the 12 ambassadors for L'Oréal Paris. She became the hot new face in the fashion scene and has achieved great success on the runway. She has now walked hundreds of catwalks for United States and European-based designers such as Gucci, Chanel, Christian Lacroix and Valentino, appeared in advertising campaigns for iconic fashion labels, and has featured on the covers of the most popular fashion magazines from around the world. Now permanently residing in Britain, in 2005 she was ranked on a UK television programme as one of the world's greatest supermodels, and she is currently one of the highest paid models worldwide. In 2007, 6 days after giving birth to her third child, Vodyanova was back in the public spotlight without any sign that she'd actually been pregnant. Wearing a clinging gold dress, she attended the V&A Couture Gala as part of London Fashion Week, along with other big-name fashion stars. Even with all this success, she has used her gorgeous looks, stunning fashion sense and popularity to her advantage to create a charity, the Naked Heart Foundation, which was established to provide secure and supervised areas in Russia where children can play. She has even held a benefit at the studio of fashion designer Diane von Furstenberg to raise money for the surviving children of the Beslan massacre in Russia. Here she was joined by other fashion industry experts such as designer Zac Posen. The world-famous Russian model also looked dazzling in her red sparkling dress at her charity event, where she invited her fashion friends to celebrate Valentine's at the Love Ball, a charity gala dinner and auction organized by the Naked Heart Foundation and held on Valentine's Day in the Ice Palace at the Tsaritsino Estate, Moscow. When it comes to the story of a supermodel, Vodyanova has one of the most inspirational and impressive ones around. From her poor upbringing to working with and wearing some of the most recognizable and legendary designers in the world, she has grown into one of the most devoted and selfless models around, using her status to help those less fortunate. Natalia Vodyanova is genuinely one of the fashion industry's darlings. As a talented and award-winning actress, Thandie Newton has gained popularity not just for her varied roles, but also for her gorgeous outfits that have created a fashion icon. Born in London in the early 1970s, Newton made her film debut 20 years later. She has now appeared in many British and American films that have been quite successful, including Mission Impossible 2, The Pursuit of Happiness, Run, Fat Boy, Run, and Crash, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2005. It was this film that she also received numerous Best Supporting Actress nominations and was honoured with the award at the BAFTAs, the British Academy Awards. But for many of Newton's fans, it's not her acting career that they follow. Even though she is a very talented actress, it's her red carpet appearances that have caused a frenzy in the media. Her exotic look mixed with sexy features and taste in clothing has made her one of the most stylish and engaging women in the film industry. Her fashion sense is outstanding and always impresses, especially when collecting her Best Actress award in her pink Christian Lacroix gown with oversized black bow. For Newton, looking this spectacular wasn't an easy path for her. When growing up, she used to hide her gorgeous figure under oversized sweaters, long skirts and lots of makeup. But all that changed when she met her husband, and she has now blossomed into the fashion darling she is today. Being a huge fan of British-born designer Giles Deacon, after having heard about him through her friends, she began wearing his outfits in 2006. She appeared at Vogue's 90th birthday bash in London, a plush party where she wore a stunning black strapless cocktail dress and showed lots of flawless skin. She stood out once again in a stunning voluminous dress from her favourite designer Giles at the 2007 BAFTAs, and was definitely becoming a fashion favourite when she chose his tie-dye dress for the British Fashion Awards. Although not everything she's worn has come from the man named British Designer of the Year, Newton has experimented with a number of designers who all have one thing in common: they make her look like a star. From Emilio Pucci's multicoloured print dress she wore to the V&A Golden Age of Couture Gala, where she turned up with Pucci creative director Matthew Williamson, to the fuchsia dress also by Matthew Williamson, which she wore to her LA premiere of Run, Fat Boy Run. She has even worn a more risque ensemble by Jasmine DeMilo. She is one of the stars to come in force to attend fashion shows such as Chanel with designer Karl Lagerfeld, and she braves the differing weather conditions to make an appearance at film premieres. Once again, she stole the show and wowed on the red carpet when she wore a white Chanel cocktail dress with black floral decorations to the premiere of her film W, in which she played Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Scottish-born designer Jonathan Saunders has also made Newton look striking a number of times on the red carpet, especially in the multicoloured floaty dress from his 2009 spring collection. Matching the dress with gold strappy sandals, she was as beautiful as ever when presenting an award at the 2009 Elle Awards. She's got the award-winning career, she's got the look, and she's got the body. But now, Thandie Newton is also the muse to some of the world's biggest fashion designers. Her breathtaking gowns and outfits have turned her into one of the beloved of both the film and fashion worlds.